Coming up on this week's Collegian Report, get an update on the threat that was made to a student earlier this week.
And temperatures are dropping and the farmers market is moving inside. Stick around to see where its new location will be.
Plus, students took their best two-step to a new location. Stay tuned to see how Farmhouse Fraternity put a spin on their annual swing dance. The Collegian Report starts now. Welcome back to the Collegian Report. I'm Annie Witt.
And I'm Kennedy Foster. The suspect involved in a threat of a student has been arrested. An emergency alert was sent to students, faculty, and staff late Sunday night. The alert warned to be on the lookout for a male subject that may be armed. An update was sent out around 5 a.m. on Monday stating that the suspect had been located and there was no longer a threat. The suspect was never on campus and never armed, according to UPD Chief Tim Heaton. This is a developing story, so stay tuned for future updates online and future newscasts.
The Brookings Summer Farmers Market has wrapped up for the season. Every Saturday, community members and students have stopped by this event for artisan products, local food, and yard games. This market will be moving inside at the 5th Street Gym for the winter months starting November 15th. The Farmers Market Coordinator, Brandon Goodwin, is looking forward to the move.
I'm excited to get out of the weather. As a California boy, I do not like it to be cold. I really enjoy the community aspects because I'm from a bigger city, so that stuff didn't really happen. Here, everyone takes care of each other.
The winter markets will be the first and third Saturdays of every month until April 18th. For more information, you can visit their website, brookingsfarmersmarket.com.
On Wednesday night, the Farmhouse Fraternity hosted their annual swing dance event. However, this year looked a little different. Unlike previous years where the event was hosted in the parking lot of the frat house, students and members gathered inside the barn to show off their best country moves. Assistant Director of Philanthropy, Keegan Teets, shared how this event isn't just a dance, it's for a cause.
We're having a swing dance. We're partnered with Swing Dance Club tonight to raise money for our philanthropy account, which we donate towards NMDP, which is blood cancer awareness, and then also Blood Cancer United.
This year, the Farmhouse collaborated with Swing Dance Club to bring in more student involvement and awareness. The fraternity raised $17,000 last year for their cause and are planning to host more events throughout the school year.
A mock trial was hosted by members of the History and Political Science clubs, where audience members became lawyers, jurors, and witches. The History Club president, Emma Raisinin, said they wanted to have a fun time on the eve of Halloween.
So people who want to be more active can be a judge, the prosecutor, part of the defense. I myself will be the host and most likely the judge. And then people who don't want to be as active but want to still be a part of the fun can be witnesses or a part of the jury.
Pizza, snacks, and drinks were available to the students, and costumes were welcomed for any to wear. Raisinin says they would like to do another reenactment in the future.
A group of students gathered in the upper level of the Student Union on Wednesday night to discuss serial killers and eat cereal. The club clarified that the event was not to condone serial killers, but rather to educate the public about them. There was also a Jeopardy game to close the night out, where students could test their knowledge on the subject. Psi Chi Vice President Courtney Forster said she was excited to see a lot of new faces at the event.
Our target audience is always our psych and criminology majors for this event. But I think it was really cool that majority of the people at the event was not even related to those majors. So I think just more involvement from the community and majors, basically everybody, was what the goal was, to have a good turnout, and I think we surpassed that goal.
Forcier also stated that Psi Chi is looking to do some sort of community outreach event coming up in the spring semester.
Coming up, we'll tell you how Cafes is dealing with the loss of the Dairy Research and Training Farm.
And we will have Jacob Brendy here with sports.
The Collegian is SDSU's student-run newspaper. For 140 years, the Collegian has provided students, faculty, and staff with everything they need to know. You can pick up an issue on Wednesdays at locations all around Brookings or view it online at sdsucollegian.com.
Welcome back. I'm LST Fodder with your Jackrabbit Ag Report. The Dairy Research Training Facility closed over a year ago, but you can still get your favorite SDSU dairy products thanks to local farmers. The facility closed in June of 2024 because of issues related to COVID and needed renovations of over $28 million. Following the closure, cafes began building new partnerships with local dairy farms. Dean Joseph Cassidy said even with the changes behind the scenes, the products themselves haven't changed.
There were no substantive changes made to the Davis Dairy plant. We still make all the same products, all the cheese, all the ice cream that we did in the past.
Many SDSU dairy students are still getting hands-on experience working at the Dairy Davis plant, where all the products are made. SDSU still owns the dairy farm, which is located north of campus. Next week at SDSU, there are several agriculture-related events you won't want to miss. Swine Day is Tuesday at Dana J. Dykehouse Stadium in Club 71. On Thursday, the FFA Jackrabbit Invite will be happening across campus. And Precision Connect 2025 will be taking place at the Raven Precision Ag Center. That evening, there's a celebration for 100 years of agricultural and biosystems engineering in Club 71. Also on Thursday, the Ag Communicators of Tomorrow and Ad Club are hosting pickleball at the MAC Courts at the Miller Wellness Center. And something important with all these events coming up is what is the weather going to look like?
Yes, there were some flurries in the air this morning, and so it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the weekend plays out. We have Emily DeCock with our weekend forecast.
Yeah, Annie, we're getting to the time where we might see some snow along with the rain. Today there's chances of rain and possibly some flurries. The projected high is around 40 and you can expect gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Tonight will cool down to around 28 degrees. Saturday will be partly sunny with a high in the mid-40s, and it's going to be a busy weekend with football kicking off at 2 p.m. at Dana J and soccer at 5 at the Fishback Soccer Park. Saturday night will cool down to just below freezing. Sunday's looking to be the nicest day of the weekend with a high near 56, and at night will cool down again to the mid-30s. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Emily. So this weekend we have another big game after last week's big game. Do you have some more on that?
Yeah, last week, not the result that we were all wanting, but there's some chances to make up for it this week. SDSU football lost their first game of the year after NDSU beat them 38-7. It was the first time in over a decade the Dakota Marker game was scheduled for prime time in Brookings. Backup quarterback Luke Marble started with Chase Mason injured, and after an 3-and-out, the Jacks would punt. NDSU methodically moved down the field in a 16-play touchdown drive. Quarterback Cole Payton runs it in for NDSU's first touchdown of the game. SDSU would get on the board in the second quarter of the game after a 21-0 point deficit. Marble takes the snap and throws it deep for Lofton Ogroski, and it's a touchdown grab for the sophomore receiver. It would be SDSU's only touchdown of the game. Head coach Dan Jackson attributed a third down performance as being a factor towards the loss, but also that he was pleased with the team's physicality.
So, I think it really got down to the third down on defense. We got them into more third and longs than anybody in the country, to this point, which says something. And then now it's execution on those third downs. And I would say majority of those, they made the play. And then there was a handful that we need to execute better where there was mistakes made. And then I think the bright spot defensively is what I thought after the game in terms of the physicality up front on the offensive and defensive lines. Our defensive line was really physical. They were disruptive. They were creating more pressure even than I had thought in the game on Cole, and we're getting him out of the pocket. And now we need to have better plans to contain him.
SDSU is in the midst of an 11-game winning streak after defeating Denver 3-1 and Omaha 3-2. Against Denver, Sylvie Sgonk led the team in kills with 23. Riley Martin had the most assists out of either team with 44. The Jacks took an early 2-set lead before Denver was able to win set 3. SDSU would win a super close set 4, 26-24, after being down 21-17. It was back and forth with Omaha. The Mavericks won the first set before SDSU won the next two. The Jacks would seize the momentum in the fifth, taking an early 4-0 lead. They would go on to win the final set 15-11. Zonk would again lead the team in kills, and Martin would have put up 53 assists. SDSU is now 17-3 on the season, has a perfect conference record with 11 wins. This Saturday, they will play USD in the Interstate Series at First Bank & Trust Arena. SDSU women's and men's basketball teams each played their first games of the year last Wednesday in exhibitions with Augustana and Mayville State. Women's basketball had a dominant 90-54 win over the Augustana Vikings, holding them to 35% from the field. Conversely, the Jacks shot over 50% from the field. They will again be tested as they head over to Omaha to play the Creighton Blue Jays next Monday. Creighton was a playoff team last year and was ranked second in the Big East Conference. For the men's team, they also had a big win, beating Mayville State 109-61. They had 2 turnovers on the night while forcing 11 on the Comets. Returning players Jaden Jackson and Matthew Moores tied for the most points on the night with 14. They'll head south to Sioux Falls to play Merrimack in the Pentagon for the Field of 68 opening day marathon. Merrimack was second overall in the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference with a 14-6 record.
A lot of great sporting events. Thanks, Jacob.
Absolutely.
It's Halloween weekend, but 2 of our Collegian media staff celebrated early. See how coming up.
Looking to stay up to date on news around campus? Collegian Media is SDSU's student-run newspaper, radio station, and newscast. From writing to anchoring, taking photos and videos, or selling advertising, Collegian Media gives students in any major the opportunity to get involved. To learn more or to see what's happening on campus, you can visit sdsucollegian.com.
Welcome back. We decided to have some fun a couple weeks ago when Collegian Broadcast Director Emily Attrill and I went through Lucy's Dollhouse of Terror, a fundraiser for Girl Scout Troop 50634. We gave you a preview last week, but now let's take a look at how Emily and I made it through the dollhouse.
I am Jacob Brendy.
I'm Emily Attrill. So I just have a GoPro on my head that's gonna show what I'm seeing. And then Jacob has a GoPro that's facing his face so we can get reactions from him.
I'm not gonna let it get to my head, right? We're on a mission, we have a goal, we're gonna survive. We're gonna get through the dollhouse. I can't guarantee both of us will get out, but I can guarantee I will.
Our first stop is our tea parlor.
Oh, please do stay for a cup of tea. It's llama flavored. Did you know that llamas spit? Watch out.
Oh, TikTok. Let's move on to our next room.
Oh my God, I'm feeling something. Oh my God, I'm getting sprayed.
Spray us with water.
Hundreds of years ago, this dollhouse was a collector's museum. The owner was obsessed with trying to prove that monsters truly existed. He would travel the world, trying to find every exotic creature he could find, but one, a mermaid. What's left in this tank is her remains. But don't get too close.
Ah! Oh, sorry.
Here we go.
Oh, shoot.
Please, help me! Oh, TikTok, keep going. Keep going. Ah, yes, here it is, the kitchen.
They're getting crazy.
Oh my goodness. Oh, there's somebody sleeping in my bed. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, whoa.
Nope.
Oh, it's been so long since I've had friends to come. Say, will you stay and play with me?
TikTok, let's keep moving.
The night is darkening around me. The wild winds coldly blow, but a tyrant spell has bound me. I cannot go. But I can.
All right, I think we can go. We're not.
Don't leave.
Don't leave.
She's dead. She's dead. But I lived like I said I would.
He left me behind.
I said I would survive.
Yeah, he wasn't lying at the beginning.
I also thought I was supposed to just run at that point. I'm not taking risks. I did kind of leave you to die.
Understandable, thanks.
I lived,
Yeah.
but a piece of me died in there.
So, Jacob, do you think you'll be taking a trip back to Lucy's Dollhouse next year?
I'll think about it. I kind of left Emily behind. I thought that she was running with me. I've been getting flack for that, but you know, I wasn't actually going to leave her for death.
We'll see next year how that works out.
That's all for the Collegian Report this week.
You can stay up to date with the latest news online at sdsucollegian.com or on our social media, SDSU Collegian Media.
Thanks for watching.